This is for the fathers around the globe. We love you more than you'll ever know. For the strength you gave me, you're truly amazing. Happy Father's Day. Place you on the highest pedestal. We love you more than you'll ever know. You chose to man up, you chose to stand up. Happy Father's Day. From my first breath to my first steps, Pops, you took me under your wing. So I'm under a king, which means I was destined to achieve anything. Realize.
Hello everyone, this is Anglers 48, and I want to talk to you for a little bit about something very important, and it's called messing with Texas. On this episode, we want to be able to bring awareness to what is going on in and around our canals and lakes here in Deep South Texas. We are being plagued with the littering and the destruction of our canals and waterways. Personally, I fish saltwater and freshwater areas, if you will, and I've noticed that it continues where there wasn't trash in the past. Now there is. So we want to be able to bring awareness to this and to educate people that there are better ways to get rid of any unwanted trash or furniture. Up and down the Rio Grande Valley, there's an increase in, once again, trash being dumped in our waters and around those rural obscured areas. If this littering continues, if this neglect continues, what's only going to happen is property owners and the county are going to shut off these areas to anglers, to fishermen, to families who want to spend a few hours in the morning or a few hours in the evening doing some recreational fishing. It isn't worth it. I've ran across several bodies of water where we see couches, we see tires, we see construction material. They will shut these areas down, and because of a few, the rest of us are going to pay for it. What was once a beautiful fishing spot now has turned into some type of a wasteland. And the county, right, cannot get to cleaning all these things up. And when they do get to cleaning all this up, they will address it and they will put keep out signs, no fishing signs. So if there are people out there that are doing this, once they trash that spot, they move on to a different spot and they begin to trash somebody else's fishing spot. Personally, when I go fishing, I try to pick up after myself. I take a container, I take a trash bag, and whatever I take, I make sure that nothing is left behind. We're damaging these beautiful fishing spots for future generations. The county property owners are getting fed up. They cannot go in there and clean the area because of all the trash and furniture that is left behind. And if they do a massive cleanup, it's almost guaranteed that you won't be able to fish there anymore. So we got to bring awareness. We got to educate people to not to mess with Texas, right? As that slogan says. If you do notice that people are trashing our fishing spots, canals, lakes, rivers, please report it to your local officials or to your Texas game warden. These resources for anglers are too vital to be lost because people just don't care. And there are many of you out there that do pick up after yourselves. There are many out there that do clean up. I sometimes take a bag and pick up things that other people leave behind. I can't clean up the whole thing, unfortunately, because of sanitary X reasons, but property owners and the county will shut these fishing spots off. We don't want that to happen. And if it takes people getting fined, people, getting exposed for doing this, then that's what's going to have to happen. Once again, we gotta take care of our resources. We gotta be able to take care of those spots for future generations, for your children, for your children's children. If your children see you litter and discard furniture, then they're gonna believe that it's acceptable to do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna give you an example. In one of the fishing spots where I would go, I would be able to cast my net in there. No issues. All of a sudden, I start seeing boards. What is a board doing there? And it's heavy. It's not like it swam from one end to the other. Somebody put it in there. And people do fish there in that area. I was there not very long before that, and the area was clean. All of a sudden, I start seeing leftover bait containers. What does that tell you guys? It tells you that the same anglers that are fishing these areas are the ones that are trashing, that are putting debris in our waters. There's no way that we can go and throw our nets, catch some bait so that we can, have a good day on the water when we have individuals like this that are careless and thoughtless. And what happens? Those same individuals that are doing this, we can't fish here anymore. Let's try a different body of water. And they take that same behavior down that way. It is unacceptable, guys. The hardcore anglers, the ones that are out there trying their best to have a good time, those, for the most part, are gonna be taking care of that area, or so we hope. Don't be one of those anglers that leaves your bait containers behind, leaves your shrimp bag behind, your worms container behind, or discards it in the water after you're done. Don't do that. They will close these areas down, and then we wonder why there are no fishing spots available. So many fishing spots would be available to us if this wasn't taking place. So please, pass this on, share. We gotta educate our young ones not to litter, to pick up after themselves. And they can help as well. Little Billy, pick up that container there. Make sure that there's nothing left behind. We gotta do our part, guys. Again, if it has to be reported to your local authorities, please do so. Your local authorities, your Texas Game Warden, your county. Once again, county will come, they will clean up, but there will be consequences. Chances are they're gonna make that area unavailable. We see a lot of spots where there is only a window where you can cast, because everything is the whole lake, the whole canal is covered with weeds. And there's only that little window. They would come and clean and make it look beautiful if it weren't for those individuals that come and trash those spots. And it's going to take a lot of resources to come and do that. They're going to have to get extra people to come and take care of that. And eventually that's going to close the place down. So once again, Anglers 48 wanted to bring a little bit of awareness to please help keep Texas, specifically the Rio Grande Valley, free of litter and trash and garbage and furniture. Let's do our part. Let's clean up. I want to wish everyone a blessed day, and we'll see you all out there on the water. Thanks for watching.